our problems, and that's the thing. It's like, if we want to be negative and down, we can see this next test as, why the hell is this happening to me? It's the end of the world. It's, it feels like I'm getting drowned. Or we can be like, you know what, fuck it, I know how to swim. I'm bigger than my problems. This isn't hard. But something big is about to happen. And all I gotta say is we gotta keep our attitude in the right place. We gotta be positive. We gotta see the negatives and see it as positive, that the negatives could have been worse.
Yeah.
Or that we could have had a different set of negatives altogether, or we could have had a completely different situation. Or we have to learn how to look at shit completely positively, in everything. Even though all there is bad on the earth, you still have to see that as good, because that's room for improvement.
True.
There's no such thing as failure. It's just room for improvement. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as a loss. It's it's your it's a lesson. It's your next biggest win is what it is. It's we got this.
Every time something bad happens.
Every time something bad happens, something wild, like I talked to John McBride about starting my business and ended up graduating. I got an A on my final. Bad shit happens, just to see if you can continue to stay focused on the good shit. That's what bad shit is, only here to knock you off focus. It's not because you're a bad person and bad things need to happen to you. Fuck that. No, it's the universe saying, okay, you want this goal, you want to be here, you want to do this. Okay, well, how badly do you really want it? So it's say you have a goal to start a business, and then you and your wife have a kid. It's how badly do you want that business? Are you gonna, just say, fuck it, I have a kid, now my dreams, you know what I mean? My dreams aren't anything and I should just get my shit together for him? Or would you be you know what, this is still a dream. I'm still gonna do it, and this.
Yeah, because having a kid is not gonna stop me from completing my goals and dreams.
You have to look at everything bad and be okay, this is me being tested on how much I really want the good.
Because, a lot of people say, well, I can't do this now because I have kids. I can't do this now because I have this. Why would that stop you from doing what you want to do?
Yeah, you're going to let one minor inconvenience stop you from all of your dreams. Elon Musk literally was in college, and he rented out his house as a club so he could pay rent. He's okay, I'm in school, but he ended up dropping out to start Tesla. But that's the thing is, he did what it took to be there, but then he was nah, this isn't my goal, this isn't my dream. What I want to do is this, and he ended up doing it.
A lot of people have that where they start something they think is a good idea or whatever, but once they start something else.
I'll tell you this. I saw this the other day, and it kicked me in the face, right? It's, if you want to kill a big dream, show it to small-minded people.
Yeah.
When I told people, for the best example, I'm going to get my car in 2 months. I have college to pay for. I have rent to pay for. I have other shit that comes with adulting, right, and stuff like that. And I have a job. I had a 40-hour-a-week job and 40 hours a week at school, plus other things that I want to do time for, work out or read or do positive shit. When I told people I want to get this car, and people saw everything that I had going on and on my plate, they're you're fucking crazy. You're not gonna get your car. How are you gonna pay for that? And 2 months later, I posted on my Snapchat story, I'm going to Vegas. I'm picking up a new car. Everybody thought I was fucking crazy. Nobody was there to be you can do this. You got this. And then I did it, and everyone's wow. And now they start saying, oh, you got this. Oh, you can do it. As soon as small-minded people see you doing something, they are immediately going to be they're going to hate on it because you're doing more than them. But then when you keep going and their hate doesn't work, then they become a fan.
Yeah.
They're like, I was always there for you. I always told you. And I'm like,
Yeah, we're gonna make it. We got this. What do you mean we? What was you when I started this? What was you when I had the dream for you?
we are going to make this because we have been here literally since day one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, day one of me being in Nashville, on my first day I was here, I met you. So it's like, day one, so many people have told me and you that we're not going to make it, or that our odds are trash, or
You have too much on your plate. You
look,
want too much.
Without saying everything, it's like you ended up getting a place to stay, a home, and a car, right? A brand new car, and matter of fact, not just a used car or a car, a brand new car. And people told you what? You can't do it?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yeah, you can, because you did it. Your car's sitting right outside. Your room is right through that wall. Everything that people said you couldn't do, you ended up doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then some. And now we're about to be financially free. Like, short and plain and simple. Like, we're doing shit people don't do because of laziness. That's the problem these days, is everyone gets so caught up with being worried about everything else in life. So it's like, if you're worried about losing weight, then why are you watching what Kylie Jenner's doing on her story? Who fucking cares? Go lose weight. If you're broke, well, not broke, but if you want to make money,
make more money.
Why are you worried about what Future's next song's gonna drop? Go make money.
Why are you scrolling on Instagram?
Yeah, why are you scrolling on Instagram? If you want to do stocks, then why are you watching Netflix? Why aren't you reading Warren Buffett's shit? Or why aren't you reading books to go learn how, or watch videos, or fucking study this shit?
And we barely watch Netflix. The time we watch Netflix is at nighttime when we're about to go to sleep.
And even then, we could switch that up and be reading before we go to sleep, because then we could sleep on that knowledge, retain it, wake up the next morning and apply it. Okay, that sounded good as fuck. Low-key, that sounded so fucking good. We go to sleep on that knowledge, wake up and retain it and apply it.
Because it's like, it's not practice makes perfect.
No, there's no such thing. I was in the gym the other day, and I was like, practice makes perfect.
But if you're doing it the wrong way.
But I was like, practice doesn't make perfection at all. It doesn't. Practicing something 1,000 times does not make you perfect at it, because LeBron still misses. Curry still misses.
Yep.
Practice does not make perfect. What makes perfect, like perfectness or whatever you want to call it, what makes that is like your will. But it's like, you know what? How bad do you want to get as close as you can to perfection? Because perfection can't happen. It's just called skill. Actually, perfection is not how like clean or how good something is. It's how fluently you do it.
That's basically repetitive.
Repetition.
Yes, there we go.
Perfection.
Are you doing it every day? Like it's like what I was saying about the keys. We picking up the keys every day and put it on the keychain. That's one step closer to fortune. Wake up, make up your bed. That's being responsible.
The keys is like the concept behind hanging up your keys every day and making your bed every day is to simply show that if you can control the minor things in your environment and where you're at, and if you can control that, then like what bigger things can you control around the world? Because fucking Pink Floyd used to do this thing where he would do the brown M&Ms. He would have a bowl, so on his rider of like a list of things, it says he needs all this shit or he's not showing up. And if one of those things is off, he's gonna leave. And so it's like, if they can miss a small, he says that I want a bowl full of only brown M&Ms. It's that simple. A bowl with no brown M&Ms. And the thing is, because if he came in there and there's a bowl of brown M&Ms, what shit technically, or on the other areas, are fucked up too. Because if they can fuck up something that small,
what else can
the big shit, what they, you know what I mean? Like, if they can fuck up something that small, then they fucked up something big. Because how are you gonna fuck up on a bowl of M&Ms? It's like shit's not patched, or your speakers couldn't be rigged right. Like, something could be unsafe just because they missed one small thing is safe. It's a fucking bowl of M&Ms. Like, unless you're allergic to them, there's nothing unsafe about them.
I'm sorry, the person who was doing it was allergic. Well, why didn't you get someone who wasn't allergic?
Get someone who can touch them, you fucking idiot. I think people's problem nowadays is simply just like laziness. It's like they would rather sit and be comfortable instead of go out and do something that's uncomfortable. Because when me and you lift every day, are we comfortable?
No.
I'm not.
It hurts like hell.
I'm not comfortable. Do I like the pain? Do I like when I am lifting? Am I comfortable at all? No. I am in pain. I feel like shit. I don't want to be lifting. That shit hurts. Do I like having to be like, fuck? No, I don't fucking like that. It hurts. But the end goal of getting big, being healthy, that's the goal. That's what that pain is for. People's problem is, they see the end goal, but they're like, I have to feel pain to get bigger?
I have to go through
Hell,
this.
I have to lift? I have to actually get off my ass and try? I'm good. That goal's not for me. They do that with anything in life. You're like, you want to start a business? Well, it costs this much money. You got to do this shit legally, and this is what you got to do to get there. Fuck it. I'll let somebody else start my business.
Shit, fuck. Stan Lee with the Spider-Man idea. They told him no how many times? They told
him no, and they said it was the dumbest shit they've ever heard. And then the next quarter, or 2 months later, basically, the numbers were the highest on Spider-Man. They made the most money just because...
3 times. Spider-Man 2? I mean, Spider-Man? Then it was Spider-Man 2 and
3. And then there's more. There's Homecoming and the other ones. Think about this. The guy, Colonel Sanders, who did KFC, he got turned down 1,056 times for his recipe. He said, fuck it. At 65, when he was about to commit suicide, he wrote down a list of the shit that he thought, was good in life. And he had way more bad than there was good. He was like, dude, this is pathetic. He's like, I am a pathetic human being. I have so much wrong, and he's like, I'm 65 and I have nothing on here that I'm proud of or said that it's good. He said, fuck. You know what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna start me my own company. He said, fuck everybody else trying to publish my recipe. I'm gonna just make that shit mine. And then he ended up dying with multi-million dollars. Think about that. Like, he had to be 65 before he blew up, but he did it because everyone told him no, and he was like, you know what, fuck you, I'm gonna do this shit because I know it's a good idea. He still tried after 1,065 tries, or 56 tries. He still kept going. So if you want something, do it. Go for it. Lazy people are gonna be your fans because you're the one doing it, and they can follow it.
And that's the reason why I guess Lamborghini and Mercedes and them don't have fucking commercials.
Because the people that they're trying to sell to are not sitting watching TV. I don't think Elon Musk watched TV at all.
I think he does. He just don't watch it all the time.
I don't think he watches ever. He's literally always working or asleep.
Or with his kids. I mean, you're not gonna watch TV with your kids?
I mean, if I were that man...
I mean, you could do anything with your kids.
At that point, with $190 billion, you could do anything. TV. You could have any... you could buy any movie theater you want to buy.
When I can watch me?
You can make your own movies at that point.
Shit.
You get your own cast and crew and go shoot like Lord of the Rings or something to make more money. Like, at $190 billion, you can do anything.
Yes.
Other than solve like world hunger and shit like that, but
I mean, I feel like we could fix world hunger. It just takes fucking effort.
Honestly, we could do it
if we ate less and gave to people who aren't eating.
Yeah, I wouldn't say obesity is a problem, but I would say the obese people could definitely diet and give the people that don't have any food at all, like zero, as in like they eat shit out of the ground, and give them some. I wouldn't be opposed to that at all. I'd actually give some of my food. I'm not obese in any means necessary,
Right,
but
I
I'd
could
give
give
some
it-
of my food to go help some kid that has none. Because my little granola bar is like a whole week's food for him. Like a little shit. That's also the other topic, is give, like, even if you give little things, because, like, we all know that not everybody is as fortunate as others, right? So if you're less fortunate, you can still give. Because if I have 5 granola bars, I can still give some.
Yeah, I can give you one.
I can give you 1, because that still leaves me 4.
Yeah.
I can give you 2, that still leaves me 3.
This is like what giving with the homeless. Like,
Yeah, I'll have to figure it out sooner, because then when I need more, yeah, that time will be closer, but who cares? You're eating, I'm eating.
I don't get how people let people starve.
You got to give everybody the most that you can without giving them everything, because my number 1 rule is pay yourself first. And then after that, after your bills are paid, you know, your gas is full, all that shit, after you are completely okay, give everything else to the rest. Because then you're doing something, you're making a change, you're saying, okay, I need to give this. Because everything else you have or that you want or need is already covered.
Yeah. I don't have no problem with helping you out, bro. Are you sure?
So why wouldn't people help other people out? After you have your, you know, your savings, your all that, why not give it to people? Like, genuinely. We need to be the positive change. We need to do something about, like, well, there's a lot of topics we could, like, tackle, though. If we're like, I want to do climate change, or you want to restabilize, like, economies and governments and, like, reform them and, like, remake the governments so they're not, you know, like, so they're more free and less fucked up and corrupt. Like, that would be a cool one, but it's never going to happen, because the government uses the police and the armies and stuff because it's a government force to suppress us. So we can't, because the people are the government. Believe it or not. The people have more power than the government. People are just fucking stupid and don't know that. You have the power to vote for somebody, to put them in office. So why wouldn't you, you know what I mean? Like, that's how we can start a change, is by putting better people in office. Because there's no way in hell we're going to ever reform the government. Like, let's rewrite it, let's reslate it, and all new laws. Like, there's so many loopholes that all the politicians and all the people of wealth know, so they never get in trouble. Like, rich people, like a lot of the politicians, do this thing to where they don't have to pay taxes at all. But they make all the money. That's illegal. If I didn't pay taxes, or I did what they did, I would get arrested like that. But I can't.
Tax fraud.
Tax evasion, tax fraud, all that shit. But they know it because they built the law. They made it so where they could fuck it up and no one would know. But if we fuck it up at all, it's prison.
Yeah, because what they'll do is, when something is new, they'll change it.
When people catch on, they change.
The more woke people become.
I think that's what we should do, is start the revolution to be awake. Because it's like, think about it. We couldn't be controlled by the government if we didn't even put anyone in the government. If we just said, fuck you guys, we're going to learn this the right way, to be awake, be more spiritually giving. Like, if we had everybody in the United States, or even everybody on Earth, trying to do the positive thing, trying to give to more people, trying to help more people, like, if that was everybody, the world would be a better place, because everyone's trying to help somebody. There'd be no murdering over petty shit like shoes, clothes, cars, houses. Like, people die over petty shit like $3 in a gas station, and you can lose your life and get shot. Like, that's how petty shit is. Shit would, like, that wouldn't exist if everyone's like, let me help you to help myself. No, fuck that attitude. Help everyone to help everyone.
Right.
I'm giving you, if I have 2 McChickens and you're fucking homeless, I'm giving you one. Because I can always go buy another one. You can't. So I'm going to give you my 2 McChickens. I'm going to say, here you go. You eat these. And just forget about it. Just be like, I did it. That's good. Next thing. Like you said earlier, is people are always like, let me go video myself giving to all these people. Why do you need a video to give to people? You can't just go undercover or behind the scenes or behind the curtain or however you want to see it. You can't go behind the scenes and be like, here, let me give you $1,000. I don't give a fuck. No cameras. Just give a homeless. Be like, here.
Everybody wants street cred. That's what it is.
What's the point in that? Because at the end of the day, when you die, none of that matters. You need to respect yourself. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me, simply because the only person that should matter is the higher power above and yourself. That's it. You shouldn't be worried about what other people say, what other people think. Unless it's positive, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You're going to tell me people will be like, oh, you're ugly or you're this or that. Nobody's ugly. We're all beautiful. We're all made in the image of the higher power.
Right.
We're all beautiful. Whether that's internally, mentally, spiritually, physically, we are all beautiful somehow.
Yeah, we a lot of people don't see that. I'm gonna take it out of context, and your face don't look. I don't like how your face look. Well, I was born this way. What can I say?
Yeah, like you get it how you get it.
Like, I don't pick how I look. This ain't no video game. You get to create your character and get to create their looks. Shit, if I could, I'd be the best looking person on earth next to somebody else. Everybody would try to be the hottest, and then no one would have
be hot.
No one would be hot.
Because everyone would look. Because when you think about it, hot in the majority of people's mind is a very select thing. Like the Jenners. If everyone looked like Kylie Jenner, no one would look like Kylie Jenner.
Right.
That's like, it's the
It'll
same
be like
concept.
normal. It'll be like,
that's the normal. It's the same concept as if there was an unlimited amount of money, no one would be rich. There has to be
stability.
How the fuck?